What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's Amazon documentary review of Val. This documentary is directed by Ting and Leo Scott. Now, before we begin, if you like this channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome, hit the like button, as well as commenting below any video that you watch, including this one. So Val is this documentary, which of course focuses on Val Kilmer himself, the famous 80s actor who was in stuff like Tombstone and Top Gun and Real Genius. It's a movie that shows kind of his early life to his gain, of an 80s heartthrob situation, to his time in Juilliard, to being married and having kids, to his current situation where he has throat cancer, or he had throat cancer, now he talks about a trachea hole. And the funny thing or interesting thing about this film is, even though it has directors, all the footage that is used in this documentary is shot by Val Kilmer himself, so he's the cinematographer. So there's a lot of interesting footage that is used that shows us behind the scenes and home life and his days with his family and stuff like that. And in essence, what this documentary is trying to do is, even though it's a little slanted, it's trying to show us what kind of human being Val Kilmer was into his eyes, and how he projects himself now that he's in that situation where he can't really act anymore, but he has like his son and his daughter to kind of compensate for him. And so what's really interesting, like I said, is his son Jack actually narrates the whole thing because he can't talk. So he was given a script to kind of, narrate Val Kilmer's life as we see the footage and so on and so forth. And when it comes to a documentary like this, and like I said, it's very slanted because it's trying to make you feel something for Val Kilmer, who was notoriously known for not being a good individual. He was known for causing a lot of issues. There's notorious stuff about him on Island of Dr. Moreau with, of course, Marlon Brando and the issues that he caused on that with the director. And there are times when he just came off as really just like he was above everyone, but he never gained the status of like a George Clooney or something like that. He was just always known as the guy who did a Batman movie or did Real Genius or Top Gun and so on and so forth. And so when you watch this movie, you really want to like hate the guy. You want to be like, oh, this guy is terrible, I have no sympathy for him. But there is a sadness, there is a kind of underlining situation when it comes to an actor like that. He had some family issues. His career going into Hollywood was a very tumultuous one because he was under contract. He was forced to do certain things, and I can kind of see why it makes you the way you are. Some people can deal with it better than others. I think Val Kilmer as an actor was unable to deal with it, so he came out with a very bad boy type of situation in a lot of places. And when you see him in today's situation, you see him reflecting back on things, there really is a lot of regret there. There is a lot of sadness to his person because he wants to be looked upon as somebody who did a lot for his career, but after a certain amount of time it just kind of fell apart, fell by the wayside. He's always going to be known, as you see him like in the Comic-Con portion of this movie, as the guy who was in Top Gun, because they always want to say you can be my wingman anytime and stuff like that. So it really is a little heartbreaking. It doesn't make up for the fact that he's not a very good individual in the long run, but it really does give you a humanizing sense of who Val Kilmer kind of was as an actor and a father and so on and so forth. He just was much luckier than a lot of people because he got to be in a lot of big movies and whatnot. And it's kind of cool when you see him in like the theater setting, when you see him with like Kevin Bacon and Sean Penn. You can see a play that they worked on, and it's really funny to see because Kevin Bacon and Sean Penn look really, really young at the time, and you realize that these people all knew each other. They all worked with each other at some point. So watching them on stage, watching them how they joked with one another is really cool. And you see, for instance, like the different movies he worked on, and you see how it really means to a lot of people. And you see kind of like when he goes and talks about Tombstone and how much that meant to him, and how much the movie Heat meant to him. There is a lot of stuff there that truly kind of makes him human, but like I said, he's an actor, so you have to take a little bit of grain of salt. But with that said, there's not really much else to talk about when it comes to this documentary, because it really is just about Val Kilmer. It's about his life. It's trying to give you a little bit of sympathy, and it does work to an extent, but it doesn't necessarily land wholly when it comes to who he is and how he treated people. So you have to kind of look past beyond the fact that he was not a very nice guy with a lot of people, and you have to kind of give him a little bit of a sympathy of a doubt just when it comes to this movie. And overall, I still recommend it. I still think it's fun and entertaining. You just have to go in with that kind of ideological thinking, I guess you could say. So, but with that said, that is going to be my take on Val. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, what is your favorite Val Kilmer movie? Are you looking forward to seeing this documentary when it premieres on Amazon? all that good stuff. But otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.